Hey y'all, it's Elijah here. I am so excited to be here with you guys as we go through our daily devos. Through this, we've been jumping into Romans chapter by chapter, day by day over the last week or so. And we're going to be in chapter 7 today. Last week, Jack brought us an amazing word through chapter 6, teaching us a little bit about where we can find that motivation to stay away from sin and how much grace gives us the power to fight through that and push on and motivate us. And today we will be just going over a little section in chapter 7, but I just want to motivate you guys and encourage you guys to go back and read the chapters for you guys selves each and every day throughout these daily devos and get into the word on your own time, as well as getting deep into it through these daily devos. We're going to be starting in chapter 7 verse 21 today. It says, "So I find it to be a law that when I want to do right, evil lies close at hand. For I delight in the law of God in my inner being, but I see in my members another law waging war against the law of my mind and making me captive to the law of sin that dwells in my members. Wretched man, what that I am! Who will deliver me from this body of death?" And see, it says here, this body of death. See, that's talking about our flesh. And this war that is waging back and forth is the fight between our mind that wants to do good and that wants to follow Christ and that wants to push on and find that motivation in grace. But on the other side is that body of death, our flesh that is of no good. See, it says just a few verses earlier in verse 18, "For I know that nothing good dwells in me, that is in my flesh. For I have the desire to do what is right, but not the ability to carry it out." And see, sometimes we're faced with temptation, with doubt, with hardships in this walk. And each and every day we face these new things, these new struggles. And see, it becomes this battle within our mind. This, should I do right? Should I do wrong? Fighting back and forth between our mind and our flesh. And it says here, who will deliver me from this body of death? And see, Paul goes on just after that and tells us exactly where we can find that deliverance. It says, "Thanks be to God through Jesus Christ our Lord." And see, through Jesus Christ our Lord is exactly where we can find this deliverance. See, when we face these temptations, when we go through this hardship that just makes us want to follow the desires of our flesh, we must choose to go outside of this flesh, not just stay in, but go out and find Jesus through reading our Bibles, through prayer, through worship. Allow God to speak into us, give us the strength, give us the encouragement to fight against the desires of our body. It is so easy to fall into those temptations, to fall into those sins. But see, through the power of Jesus Christ, we can find that deliverance from each and everything that we go through, each and every temptation that we face. And so there's amazing resources for us to not have to fight this battle alone. That this war can be fought with other people, with other believers. And a great way to do that is through our Sunday services. We offer online services, and I know it's easy to fall into those temptations when you don't have anyone else around you pushing you and during this time of isolation and it's just so much easier to fall into that. But finding those resources, going out and searching for Jesus, you can find that strength. And so every Sunday We have services online through our Facebook or on our YouTube channel at Grace Church Reno. They're at 11 a.m. and they offer them live, and it brings us a great word a lot of time from Pastor Dan. He's an amazing man, and you can go watch these services and find that encouragement every week to keep fighting this war. Search for God and find that deliverance. And each and every time we end these daily devos with a question. And today's question is going to be, what is your favorite way, your best way that you've found to turn to Jesus Christ for our strength instead of falling into that sin? Thank you guys so much for spending this time with me. I'm so excited for you guys to get into this word after you guys are done watching this. Just allow God to speak into you, work through you. And I just want to encourage you guys to turn to Him instead of those sins. Love you guys.